Right, today we're going to be looking at the ellipse, and the method of drawing the ellipse we're going to be looking at is the auxiliary circles method. So I have drawn out an ellipse here and labelled it. So for the auxiliary circles method, you're going to need obviously the major axis and the minor axis, and the major circle and the minor circle. So the first thing you're going to do when you start off is you're going to draw your two circles and then divide them into 60-30 segments. So once you've that done, you'll mark out then whether your ellipse is going to be horizontally orientated or vertically orientated. So this is horizontally. So you'll get your 4 points on, you'll get your 2 points on the major circle and your 2 points on the minor circle. So, and then another thing is your focal points. To find your focal points, it is half the major swung from the minor, which I've drawn out there. So the next thing we're going to do now is I'm just going to draw out another ellipse and show you step by step how to do it. So the first thing you're going to need is your major axis. And then you're going to mark out your radius of your minor circle, which I'm going to do is 50 milliliters, and the radius of your major I'm going to do is 100 millimeters. And then you're going to draw them with your compass. Now, as I said, the next step will be to divide them up into 60-30 degrees segments. So through the center point of the two circles is where you divide them from. Now, next thing is, like I said, the last one was horizontally orientated, so we'll do the same for this. So you'll mark your 2 points on the outside of your major circle and the 2 points on the top and the bottom of the minor circle. Then you're going to join each line vertically where they intersect the major circle. You'll join them together for each 30-60 degree segment. And then you'll join them horizontally where they touch the minor circle. And then where them lines intersect is your points on the ellipse. I'll mark them off there so you can see them better. So we'll say point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, point 5, point 6, point 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So you've 12 points that are on the outside of the ellipse, so that should give us a good accurate ellipse when we're drawing it out now, compared to a few less points. So all you do is join the points together and you will form your ellipse. There's the ellipse formed. So the next thing we're going to do then is find our two focal points. So we have our ellipse drawn, we have I'll mark them in now, we have the minor axis and we have the major axis found. So as I said before, to get the focal points, it's half the major axis swung, so the radius of the major circle, or half the major axis swung from the top of the minor axis, and that'll give us our focal points where they intersect the major axis. Then mark them off now. So there's focal point 1 and there's focal point 2. So we've that got, and we'll actually do a tangent to an ellipse now. So we'll pick a point anywhere on the outside of the ellipse. So we'll go with here. We'll call that P. So the first step is to join the focal points through point P, the two focal points. Then bisect the angle that the two lines make with your compass. And draw that bisector straight through P. Then go perpendicular to the bisector. That will give you your tangent. Just draw the tangent in there in a colour. And there's the tangent to the ellipse. So that's it. We've covered the ellipse, covered the major, the minor axis, how to find the focal points, and a tangent to the ellipse. Thanks.